Yo, it's Ytry-guys, aka Harambe, packing my way into a brand new video, and welcome back to another live stream here. And today we're back on it with the FIFA 17 grind with Manchester City. This is our players career mode, and what obviously we're doing, we've been doing the past few days some double streams, mainly to get this season completed with Manchester City before I put to bed the FIFA 17 season for good and be moving on to FIFA 18. So that's why we're doing these double streams, so we can have a proper go with Manchester City for our final year, and then obviously in 2018 bringing out fresh content. FIFA 18 videos will be back as well. I know I need to get some Minecraft videos done and Fortnite. I am trying to work on that, but I've not got round to it yet. So I'll try and get some of that done for you guys. If you do enjoy the stream, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, help support the channel. Obviously you want to follow me on my social media, keep up to date with me. Got my Discord, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. All my link is down below in the description. Keep up to date. If you do want to tweet out the stream, Twitter is there in the description. Tag me in it, I'll like and retweet your tweet. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. If not, hopefully this live stream helped cheer you guys up. But obviously what we're going to be doing, we're just going to be chilling and we're commentating over the game as I do best. I'll try and keep up to date with the chat as best as I can, but we're just going to relax, and we have got a Fortnite stream later tonight as well. We've got Icy in the chat, welcome to stream. Love It's in the chat, Cutie's in there as well. Icy, welcome to the stream as well. Jacob Farrell, long time no see, welcome to the stream. Adventures is in the chat as well, welcome to the stream. Obviously I'm still a little bit exhausted. I don't know if I will be on Discord tonight, mainly because I was up on it last night. We had some really good fun messing around. I've posted loads of pictures like so. But yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. I totally wasn't in one of them. And last time out, Love It was in a call, and she did sing, and it was pretty. It was good. If you do want to go back, it is up on YouTube. But I definitely would recommend watching it. It's so good. Like that. And fair enough if you was just in FIFA. Well, you guys don't tweet out the show, let me know. I will shout you guys out on Twitter. I will like and retweet your guys' tweets. Like so. But how is everyone day? How is everyone day been? Has your guys' day been good? Shout out to Cutie for tweeting out the stream. Let's like and retweet that. Thank you for tweeting out the stream. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. How's everyone day? No, I didn't. Shush. I got a party fidget skin pack now. Well, congratulations, Adventures. I'm around for the next 2 hours, I think, so if you need me, just tell me. You just be there to mod the chat. I think that'll be fine, because mainly I'm just going to be commentating over the game. I will be live late tonight on Fortnite, about 8 till 10 ideally, if everything goes to plan. Knowing me, I might be a little bit late, but I will try and get on 8 o'clock as close as I can, so as many as you guys can come and join us. We'll try and win some games, have some fun, like so. Does it count if I just retweet your tweet for tweeting out the stream? Well, anything helps, to be honest. Like so, if you don't have to actually tweet it out, but you can if you want. But as you can see, we're going to get ready for our first match today. It is going to be Watford versus Manchester City. Like so, obviously I'll be the commentator today. And yeah, hopefully we can play some good football. We started to struggle at the end. We got knocked out of 2 cups. One by West Ham, and then one with the Champions League, because the manager just didn't really want to play him in the Champions League, so it's his loss. Well, so we know of it, we know. But as you can see, we're going to get under this. I'm not going to be paying attention much in the chat, so if people do join, welcome to the stream, spread the love, as you guys do. But as you can see, I'm going to be commentating in this game. I'm your commentator today, Ytry-guys, in this one between Manchester City and Watford here. Which team's going to come out on top? Let's get right into the action. As you can see here comes Manchester City on this near side. Cuts inside, plays it in now into the box. Tackled by Watford. Free kick here from Manchester City in a dangerous position here. What we're going to do, we're going to put the ball into this back post area here. Ball into the post. Keeper comes, catches it, and that attack comes to nothing. But that's a decent start for Manchester City here, and Watford is decided to go long, but it's won back by Watford here after the flick on went to the Watford team. And as you can see now, Watford in the centre now. Here comes Watford coming forward into the box, standing still, shoots wide of the post, and that attack comes to nothing, and Manchester City goes and take the goal kick. Here comes Watford coming forward once again down the centre, plays it forward now. Here comes Watford coming forward now. Here intercepted by Manchester City. Manchester City looking to counter-attack, ball over the top now, intercepted nicely by Watford. Here comes Watford on this far side, plays it forward. Here comes Watford, turns past the defender, now he's stretching the legs, plays it through, but he was well read, and that attack comes to nothing. But that was a beautiful ball there by Pansies, opening up Watford on this far side. Cuts back now, ball into the back post. Here comes Manchester City, cleared by Watford. Now they're looking to counter-attack down the centre. Here comes Watford coming forward now down the centre. Slide tackle comes in, plays it over the top, and read by Manchester City, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City, this time down the centre, moving it left to right, switching it now to this far side, this side down. It's given away cheaply by Manchester City. Now Watford coming to counter-attack down the centre. Here comes Manchester City on the back foot, because Watford, can they put a ball into the box on this far side? Here comes Watford now into the box, shoot, the deadlock has been broken, and it goes to the home team here of Watford here. Mistake by the defender, Watford counter-attack, punished the defender, and Watford is leading Manchester City, the leaders of the Premier League at the moment, 1-2-0. So as you can see here, Manchester City has got it all to do, 21 minutes gone, and it's a goal from Watford, has broken the deadlock here, and Manchester City has got to try and break down this Watford defence, but that's a mistake by the defender there, tried to clear the line. Here comes Manchester City, back in possession, plays it forward now, switches it to the far side, back into the centre now, intercepted now by Watford. This time Watford cleared the lines. How is Manchester City responding from going behind? Still not much has happened since the goal from Watford. Manchester City can't keep hold of the possession, won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City on this far side, back into the centre, switches the play, no it doesn't, gets intercepted by Watford. Here comes Watford on this far side, giving away in possession. Now Manchester City looking to counter-attack, ball over the top now, can he keep it in? He didn't keep it in, and it goes behind for a goal. Okay, but much better from Manchester City here, slowly getting back into this game, but they are trailing 1-0, which was conceded early on by poor defending by Manchester City. And now Watford are stretching the leg on the far side, plays it in a little bit. Here comes Watford coming forward now, intercepted by Manchester City. 1-2, nicely done, one-touch football. Switches the play now to this far side, stretching the opposition. Can Raheem Sterling keep that in? No, he can. Goes out for a Watford throw-in. 34 minutes gone. It's still Manchester City 0, Watford 1. That early goal from Watford is broken the deadlock so far. Can Manchester City get back in this game? But here comes Watford, building the pressure now on this far side, stretching the legs. Here comes Watford on the far side. Nicely done. 1-2. Can he put a ball into the box? Still hasn't cleared yet. Here comes Watford. They've not put the ball into the box yet. Can they do it now? Here comes Watford. Comes out. Keeper punches it. Still hasn't cleared by Manchester City. Now Manchester City clears the line, but only briefly. Here comes Watford. Shoots. It's blocked. Still not cleared by Manchester City yet. And that is offside. And that attack come to nothing. But Manchester City couldn't clear the lines there and nearly cost a second goal. We're given away by Manchester City once again. Here comes Watford coming up the other end. They're most likely to get a second here in this game. Final few minutes of this first half. Still Manchester City trailing 1-0 to Watford. Can Manchester City get back on terms? Is there going to be a late twist in the first half here? Here comes Watford, near side now. Intercepted by Manchester City. Into the box now, brought down. And it goes for a corner to Watford. That was a late challenge there. Could have easily been a penalty there. But Watford is building the pressure, looking for a second. Final few seconds of the first half here. Here comes Manchester City. We're giving away cheaply in possession. And can they pinch it now? They have done now. Haven't fully cleared yet. Here comes Manchester City, but that is going to be it for the half-time whistle, and Manchester City are trailing to Watford here. They've got to do something in the second half to gain the 3 points in this. Look at Twitter after the game. Nitro's in the chat as well. Welcome to the stream. Like so. And no, I'm not going to stop commentating. The gaming Ytry-guys in the chat as well. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome day. Here we go now. We're going to get into the second half now with match commentator today. Ytry-guys in this one. As you can see from the game so far, Watford has broken the deadlock inside 20 minutes. Manchester City hasn't really reformed. Hasn't put up the gears yet. Still a little bit slow to react to certain stuff. And Watford looking like they was going to get a second at the end of the first. Can Watford keep up the pace? We'll have to wait and see. And as you can see, a big chance right at the start of the game there, of the half for Watford there. Ball came out from the wing, cuts inside, plays it across. All he has to do is hit the target, and it surely would have been 2-0, and Manchester City would have been struggling to come back in. But that was a huge chance by Watford. Will they later regret that? We'll have to wait and see. But it's all Watford at the start of the second half. Manchester City still hasn't come out the blocks. They thought the manager would have given a bad half-time press. But as you can see, they've still not shown the manager what they are capable. They are leading the Premier League, but with this performance, I don't know how they are. But as you can see, we're moving it now with Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City trying to come forward once again, giving away in possession. Here comes Watford on this near side, back in now towards the centre. Here comes Watford, plays a through ball now into the box. Can they put a ball into the box now? Nope, it gets overhit, goes behind for a goal kick. If you just join us in this game, it's still Watford 1, Manchester City 0 here. Inside 58 minutes. It's been all Watford throughout the whole of the game. It took the lead inside 20 minutes, and Manchester City hasn't found the form yet in this game. We can't keep hold in the final third. I think they've made a sub here of Panda season coming off now, but here comes Manchester City, stretching the leg now on this near side. Ball into the box, cleared by Watford. Manchester City still in possession, given away once again by Manchester City. Here comes Watford, plays it over the top, won back by Manchester City. Flicked on now to this far side. Here comes Manchester City on the counter-attack. Can they put a ball into the box? No, he runs into the defender. Plays it in now to the box. Watford playing it out from the back. Here comes Watford, coming forward now, down the centre. And here comes now, the stretching the leg now to the near side. Back into the centre they go. One back briefly by Manchester City, but here comes Watford now. Tackled by Manchester City. Kept in play, but it's straight to Watford. Here comes Watford. Can they get a second just before the break? No, that attack comes to nothing. And Manchester City still trailing 1-0. 20 minutes left. Still Manchester City 1, Watford 0. If you are just joining us in this game, it was an early goal from Watford what has broken the deadlock in this, and Watford are pushing forward for a second. Can Manchester City got anything in the tank? They seem a little bit sloppy in this game so far. They've made a few subs, hopefully that helps them. Here comes Watford on this near side. Turns now into the box. Mistake by the midfielder. Here comes Manchester City coming forward now, up the other end. Ball over the top. I don't know what I just did, but it goes to the keeper, and that attack comes to nothing. Keeper goes long. One back by Manchester City, only briefly. Mistake by the defender now, and Manchester City could be in here. Could be in. Here comes Manchester City into the box. Runs behind, and it's an offside position. Much better from Manchester City, but is it a little bit too late? 77 minutes gone. Time is against Manchester City here. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again. Plays a through ball now into the area. He shoots. Still hasn't cleared by Watford here. And they won a goal kick after deflected behind off the Manchester City striker. 10 minutes left. Still Manchester City 1, Watford 0. No, it's the other way around. It's still Watford 1, Manchester City 0 in this game. The deadlock was broken inside the 20th minute mark. And now Watford coming forward now up the other end. Here comes Watford, shoots. It's a goal, and Watford has doubled their lead in this game. And Manchester City has fallen apart here. Watford has been the better team. It was coming, you could tell. And Manchester City are trailing 2-0 against Watford here. What a shot this game has become. And is Manchester City got anything in the tank? They've responded poorly. They've been second to everything. And Watford has been the better team throughout this game so far. And can Watford punish Manchester City and put this game to bed? Here comes Watford coming forward on this near side, stretching the legs now. Intercepted by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City now on this near side. Cuts inside now into the box. Here comes Manchester City. Plays it in. Cleared by Watford. Here comes Watford coming forward once again. Intercepted by Manchester City. Nicely done. Here comes Manchester City. Through ball in now. Here comes Manchester City. Runs behind into the keeper path. And surely that is over for Manchester City. And Watford surely got the 3 points now. But here comes Manchester City. On the edge of the box now. Shoots. Saved by the keeper. And it goes behind for a Manchester City corner. Here comes Manchester City. Ball into the box. Keeper comes. And that is it. And it has finished. Surprisingly, Watford 2, Manchester City 0. And the manager would be disappointed with that result. But as it finished, Manchester City losing to Watford there, 2-0. Let's see, which team is Ytry on? I lost. I was Manchester City. We lost, guys. For some reason, the final third just didn't stick. That's not a great way to start. But GG. Watford was the better team in that, and they deserved the 3 points. Please don't self-advertise in the chat. Fair enough, love it. Fair enough. But as you can see, we're moving on to Swansea. We're going to have a look at the Premier League table here, and as you can see, we have dropped to 3rd place here. So we've got some work to do in this one. Right, so. But yeah, please don't self-advertise in the chat. Thank you very much. But as you can see, we're going to move on to Swansea. Disappointed last time out. Hoping to play, be a little bit better this game, to be honest. And we're against the Swansea team, like so. So obviously, we've got some work to do here. So why are you playing FIFA 17? I currently don't have FIFA 18 yet. The reason why I'm doing double streams recently is because I wanted a decent goal with Manchester City before FIFA 18 before I get FIFA 18, and then obviously I could do it once a week doing career mode like so. I don't have FIFA 18 yet, otherwise I would be playing it. But as you can see, sorry, Ytry, I don't know if that carried us. Yeah, if somebody tell them to check out their channel, it's self-advertising. But yeah, no worries, late. But as you can see, I'm your match commentator today. Ytry-guys in this one between Manchester City and Swansea in this game. How is Manchester City going to respond in this game against Swansea, who last time out Manchester City got beat by Norwich 2-0. Was it Norwich? No, Watford. Got beat by Watford 2-0. And they've seemed to not found any form since last week, as Swansea here are on the attack, looking likely they're going to score here in this game. Like so. Be nice in the chat. You get 3 warnings, then timed out, then banned. Love it. Make sure you give them warnings and that. 3 times before you time them out, then ban it. But as you can see here comes Swansea City. Manchester City is still a little bit slow out the blocks in this game against Swansea. Maybe feeling the effects against Watford here. How they're going to respond, we're going to have to see it in this one. But as you can see, mistake by the defender, and here comes Swansea, and it's straight into the keeper's hand, and Manchester City attack wasn't punished there, the errors then. But as you can see now, here comes Swansea coming forward down the centre. Mistake by the defender, but he's still got it in possession. Here comes Swansea down the centre. Here comes Swansea over the top now on this near side. Can they put a ball into the box? Haven't done so yet. Won back by Manchester City, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City. Ball over the top on this near side. Cuts back now. Still got it in a dangerous position. Ball into the box now, and they've won a corner for Manchester City. So we've got a corner here in a dangerous position. Like so. Fair enough with it, fair enough. Like so. Ball goes short. Put the ball into the box now. Here comes Manchester City. Still hasn't fully cleared yet. Here comes Swansea on the counter-attack after pinching it on the edge of the box on this near side now. Here comes Swansea, turns the defender, plays it back in towards the centre. Here comes Swansea, moving it very nicely now. And they've won a free kick here, like so. Please be appropriate in the chat, dude. Like so. Here comes Swansea coming forward once again. Nicely done. Won back by Manchester City. Playing it forward now. Here comes Manchester City on this far side with Sane. Here comes Sane. Cuts inside. Ball into the box now. Won back by Manchester City in a dangerous position, and Panda Season is offside. Like so. Yeah, please be nice in the chat, dude. Otherwise you will get timed out and banned in the stream. We're not sending negativity, but that was a mistake by the defender. And here comes Manchester City. But it was intercepted by the Swansea defence, and Manchester City didn't counter-attack the errors of Swansea. But as you can see here, Swansea stretching the leg on this far side. Here comes Swansea coming forward once again, putting the Manchester City defence in a little bit of pressure, but it's won back by Manchester City. Ball goes over the top. Here comes Manchester City putting pressure on Swansea. Keeper decides to go long. Won back by Manchester City. Won back by Swansea. Looks like Manchester City has got a man down here, but Swansea's not giving up yet. Won back by Manchester City on this near side. Through ball goes in. Here comes Raheem Sterling into the box. Plays it across. Cleared by Swansea. That was a poor pass by Raheem Sterling. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes the pressure from Manchester City. Intercepted by Swansea. 33 minutes gone. Not much has really happened so far in this goal. But looks like Swansea are probably the team on top at the moment. Because here comes Swansea on this near side. Coming forward now. Here comes Swansea playing it into the centre. Can they manage to hang on here? Shoot! The deadlock has been broken. And it has been coming. And Swansea has found the back of the net. And last time out, like Watford, Manchester City are behind again. What has happened here? Can Manchester City do anything about it? 37 minutes gone. It is Swansea 1, Manchester City 0. And they have it all to do in this game. He turns down. Here comes Manchester City. And it is saved by the keeper. And that attack comes to nothing. But that was a mistake by the defender there. And it almost cost Swansea City the lead. Still not over this game yet. Here comes Manchester City coming forward again. Playing much better since going behind. Here comes Manchester City. Plays it through. Into the box now. Here comes Manchester City. Cleared by Swansea. Not fully cleared yet. Here comes Manchester City. Shoots straight at the keeper, and that attack comes to nothing. But Manchester City building the pressure at the end of the first half whistle here. Can there yet be a late twist in this half? Here comes Swansea though, coming forward once again. Down the centre. Here comes Swansea. On this far side, into the box now. He's waiting for the shot. Still hasn't shot yet. Cleared by Manchester City. Flicked on now. Is Manchester City got one last attack? Nope. The referee's blew and Swansea is leading against Manchester City. 1-0. Manchester City is got it all to do in the second half if they're going to get anything from this goal. We've got Skeleton in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time. Zane's in the chat as well. Welcome to the live stream. Hopefully you're having a good day. But as you can see, we're going to get into this second half now. I'm your match commentator, Ytry-guys, in this one. And so far what happened, Manchester City are trailing to Swansea here. 1-0. It was from Sigurdsson inside 37 minutes. What has broken the deadlock so far. But Manchester City was building the pressure just before the end of first half. And Swansea was switching off. But they managed to keep the 1-goal lead in this one. But as you can see now, the second half is underway, and here comes Manchester City coming forward once again, playing it forward now in the centre, playing it back to De Bruyne, switching it to this near side. Here comes Manchester City, ball over the top, takes a touch now, ball into the box now, keeper comes and catches it. But a good start for Manchester City here, building the pressure on Swansea. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again, intercepted this time by Swansea. Here comes Swansea coming forward on the counter-attack now. Here comes Swansea on this far side, intercepted by Manchester City, but it's a throw-in to Swansea here. And here comes Swansea now giving away cheaply in possession. Here comes Manchester City. Panda Season has been substituted, switched the play now, intercepted by Swansea once again now on this near side. Here comes Manchester City on the back foot. Swansea stretches the legs of the defender. Cuts inside now. Still hasn't found a cross yet. Intercepted by Manchester City. Given away by the defender. Here comes Swansea into the area. Shoots wide of the post. And that attack comes to nothing. 60 minutes gone here. It's still Manchester City trailing 1-0 to Swansea. We've got to be careful of Swansea, but that's a little bit fortunate from the Manchester City winger of Raheem Sterling. Here comes Manchester City, switching the play now to this far side. Back in now. Here comes Manchester City. Intercepted by Swansea. Here comes Swansea once again. This time they played it over the top on this far side. Keeper comes out, catches it, and that attack comes to nothing. Ball goes long. Here comes Manchester City trying to break down the Swansea defence. Ball over the top now. Found some space on this near side. Kenny cuts inside now. Ball into the box. Switches the play actually. And that attack comes to nothing as it overhit and goes behind for a goal kick. And Manchester City going to lose back-to-back games in this one. Short goal kick for Swansea. Intercepted now by Manchester City. And it goes out for a goal kick, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Swansea playing it safely at the back. Very dangerous here by Swansea. Switching it now to this far side. Here comes Swansea playing it into the centre. Overhit pass there now. Manchester City might be in here in this one. Here comes Manchester City. Plays a through ball. Intercepted now by Swansea. Now Swansea's cleared the line. Here comes Swansea on the counter-attack. And it goes out of play. Final 15 minutes. You are just joining us in this game. Manchester City are trailing 1-2 here in this one. It was a goal by Sigurdsson inside 37 minutes gone. And Manchester City hasn't found a way back in so far. As you can see now, Swansea stretching their legs on this far side of the opposition. Here comes Swansea. Can they put a ball into the box? Plays it back now. Still hasn't put a ball into the box yet. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City now trying to counter-attack on this attack. Switches the play now. Ball over the top. Is this Manchester City chance? Stretching the legs. Putting pressure on the defender here. Here comes Manchester City. Deflected. And now Swansea cleared. Final 10 minutes. Manchester City's building the pressure once again. Here comes Manchester City. Into the area now. Plays a through ball now. Into the box. Shoots. Saved by the keeper. Goes behind for a corner. Corner comes in from Manchester City. It's not cleared by Swansea. Shoots. Saved by the keeper. Still hasn't cleared. Cleared by Swansea now. And it goes out from Manchester City throw. Can Manchester City salvage anything from this game? Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again. Cuts inside, wins a throw-in. Here comes Manchester City, final 5 minutes of this game. Ball into the box. Hasn't cleared fully by Swansea. Still a Manchester City throw in a dangerous area. Quick throwing goes in. Cross goes in now. Hits the player. And Swansea clears, and it's another throw into Manchester City. 87 minutes gone. Time is running again against Manchester City here. Here comes Manchester City coming again. Ball into the box now. Heads on. And it's a goal kick to Swansea. 88 minutes gone. It's still Manchester City 0, Swansea 1. Here comes Swansea playing it out from the back on this near side. Here comes Swansea on the counter. Is there yet a second goal for Swansea City here? Stretching the legs now. Plays it back. Nicely done. Here comes Swansea. Coming forward once again. Keeping the ball. Making sure Manchester City doesn't get the possession. Intercepted now. Here comes Manchester City. But that is it. It is back-to-back defeats for Manchester City here. And Swansea has upset Manchester City and won that game 1-0 in that game. Falling's in the chat as well. Official Charlie's in the chat. Tiago's in the chat as well. Welcome to the stream. Falling, why try to make me sing in the stream yesterday? That is true. And that is a disappointing result in that game once again. What has happened to Manchester City? Back-to-back defeats already. And a little bit disappointed here. Because I don't know what's happened. I honestly don't know what happened. Welcome to the stream, Jade and Matt, to the live stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome day. Let me just get a quick drink, because my throat is dry. Right, so, but welcome back, Jaden. Welcome back to the stream. But as you can see, we have got an injury. Right, so, I'll quickly check Twitter, shout some of you more guys out for tweeting out the stream. We're going to quickly do a training session, but we've been poor for both games so far. Like so, a little bit disappointed. Like so. Shout out to Love It for writing Raw on the stream. Appreciate you tweeting out. Shout out to the Gaming YT for tweeting out the stream. And shout out to Canada31 for tweeting out the stream too. I appreciate it. I like and retweet it. Is that the drink I think it is? I don't know what you're talking about. But as you'd say, we are now in 5th place. We're out the top 4. 2 bad games has dropped us out the top 4 here, guys. Like so. But as you can see, the manager hasn't picked us. We've been playing quite poor recently. And yeah, rightfully deserved. So we got a sim this match. We've been poor the past 2 games. And the manager's given us a rest. And Manchester City has got 3 points here. And it is 2-1. Elmer, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining the live stream. Hopefully you're an awesome time. As you can see, we're back up to 4th place here. And we're 3 points off the leaders. So, we can still do it. But welcome to the channel, Elman. I'm doing okay. How about yourself? How about yourself? Well, as you can see, we're getting ready for our next game. And this time he has picked us against Sunderland. So, we've got to play better. In our previous 2 games, we lost to Swansea and Watford. But last time out, we did manage to win. The manager decided to drop Panda Season. But he is making his return back into the squad. Can Manchester City beat Sunderland? Well, let's get right into the action. Tired but good fans. Yeah, you was up quite late with us last night, Canada. So that is understandable. Like so. But as you can see, we're just getting ready for the next game here. Panda Season warming up. He wasn't able the last time squad where Manchester City won 2-1 against Newcastle. And the manager decided to rest some players, give Panda Season another chance. And let's hope he can make up a better performance than the previous 2. But here comes Sunderland here. I'm your match commentator today in this game between Manchester City and Sunderland. How is Manchester City going to respond? How is Panda Season going to respond since being dropped for the previous 2 games in this one? Let's get into the action. I'm your match commentator today, Ytry-guys, in this one. And so far, Sunderland looking like the stronger team so far in the opening 4 minutes. Created a chance here. and Manchester City cleared the line. But yeah, Pantherson's not done too much yet. He's hoping to find some form. His form has recently dropped, and he needs some gameplay to get back into the swing of it. So hopefully this provides him as a good player. He's just very inconsistent at the moment. As you can see now, here comes Manchester City coming forward now. Ball into the box, cleared by Sunderland. Won back by Manchester City in a dangerous position. Plays it forward now, switches it now to this near side, into the centre now. Here comes Manchester City. Plays it forward, nicely done. Into the box now, takes a shot. And that was a poor shot from Panthersson. I don't know where he's actually played me, and the manager. But here comes Sunderland, intercepted by Manchester City. Nicely done on this near side. Plays it forward now. Here comes Manchester City, intercepted by Sunderland. In the centre now, they've decided to go long. Here comes Sunderland, intercepted by Manchester City. Manchester City coming forward, but intercepted by Sunderland, and that attack comes to nothing. But now Sunderland looking to counter-attack of this Manchester City's defence. Here comes Sunderland, ball into the box, dealt with by Manchester City, but only briefly, still not fully cleared yet. Still not cleared by Manchester City, shoots, it's a goal, the deadlock has been broken, and Manchester City are behind again against an opening 18 minutes. Bruno shoots, beats the keeper, and Manchester City's got it all to do again. What has happened to Manchester City? For some reason the defender has been so poor so far, and yeah, they're behind again. First it was Watford, then it was Swansea, and now they're behind to Sunderland here. But nicely won back. Manchester City's got to do something in this game to come back and beat Sunderland here. If they carry on playing like they do, they won't get top 4, and they need to be honest. The manager will be disappointed with the start so far. As you can see, if you just join us in this game, Manchester City are conceding 1-0 here, and it was an early goal from Sunderland what has broken the deadlock here. And Sunderland, Manchester City are all over the place. They can't keep the ball. For some reason Manchester City are all over the place, and they just need to keep the composure here, get a hold of this ball and create chances for Manchester City, because Manchester City are very good on counter-attacking. If they can keep the ball, they're very good. But as you can see here comes Sunderland, wins a corner, 30 minutes gone. Manchester City are all over the place here. What has happened to this Manchester City's defence? Ball goes in, free-headed by Sunderland, straight into the keeper hand. One back into the keeper hand now, throwing out from Manchester City. Now Panthersson looking to stretch his legs on this near side. Shoots, hits the keeper, hits the defender. Cleared by Sunderland. Here comes Manchester City, intercepted once again. That attack comes to nothing. Now Sunderland looking to counter-attack. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again on this near side. Cuts back now. Plays it to Panthersson. Panthersson finds the run. Plays a through ball now. Here comes Manchester City. Cleared by Sunderland. And it goes behind for Manchester City throwing. Corner comes in. Cross comes in. And Sunderland dealt with it. And they clear the danger once again. But Manchester City is building the pressure on Sunderland. Sunderland clears their lines. Here comes Manchester City building the pressure once again. Here comes Manchester City coming forward, plays a through ball, doesn't work out there. Here comes Sunderland clearing the lines once again. Final 5 minutes. Is there going to be a late goal in this one? Manchester City struggling to find the equaliser in this one. Plays a through ball now. Here comes Manchester City, runs behind, and it goes into the keeper hand, and that attack comes to nothing. Manchester City tried to intercept it then. Here comes Sunderland, clears the lines once again. Time is ticking in this first half. Is there yet going to be a late twist in this game? Here comes Manchester City, found some space now into the box, shoots, goes behind. Oh no, it's a penalty. The referee's pulled to the penalty spot. Big chance for Manchester City here, out of nowhere here. Into the box, lovely done, slide tackle in, brought Raheem Sterling down, and Manchester City has the chance to equalise here with Panda Season. Manchester City back in it here, 1-1. Panda Season back on the goal score sheet, tucked it into the corner, and it's 1-1, and it's game on in the second half. Like so, Manchester City, after trailing 1-0, has won a penalty at the end of the first half here, and Manchester City are back in this 1-1, and it's all to play for in the second half here. I'm no match commentator. We're going to take a little short interval break, and we're going to get right into the second half. Who's going to come out on top? Manchester City ending the half strongly with the equaliser. Now it's going to get interested. You would be undefeated if you never used Nova. That would never happen, dude. But welcome to the stream, Nova. Like so. I'm not really a football team. I don't support a football team, but I do watch it, and I did used to play it. Fire Girls in the chat as well. Welcome to the stream. AMG184 says hi, I'm back. Welcome to the stream as well. Hopefully you're having an awesome day. As you can see now, Manchester City is making a sub for the second half, and I'm your match commentator today in this game between Manchester City and Sunderland. As you can see, it is 1-1 at the moment, and it was an early goal from Sunderland what broken the deadlock. It was an absolutely beautiful goal, beats the keeper, but Manchester City right at the end of the first half got an equaliser through the penalty spot, and it is 1-1. And as you can see, Manchester City is not messing around. They're not leaving where they left off in the first half. Already coming forward once again. Mistakes by Sunderland, giving Manchester City another throw-in. Here comes Manchester City into the area now. Found some space, and they've won a corner now in a dangerous position. Here comes Manchester City. Corner comes in. Ball into the box. Here comes Manchester City. Hasn't cleared it yet. Here comes Sunderland. Cleared the lines now, and now they're stretching the leg looking for the counter-attack. Here comes Sunderland playing a 1-2 there on this near side. Runs out of play, and it's a Manchester City throw. Go live. Yeah, I'll go live at Fortnite about 8 o'clock UK time. But as you can see, Manchester City now coming forward once again, pushing it past the defender, and Sunderland stops that attack, and that attack comes to nothing. But Manchester City building the pressure on Sunderland. Sunderland a little bit slow here at the moment. They haven't found the form after giving away a penalty in the end of the first half whistle. Here comes Manchester City stretching the legs once again on this far side. Cuts back now, and good strength by the defender, and that attack comes to nothing. Keeper decides to go long. Flicked on by Sunderland. Here comes Sunderland building on this far side. Here comes Sunderland stretching the legs on the defenders. Here comes Sunderland on this far side. Can they put a ball into the box? Have done now. Dealt with by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City on this far side, stretching the legs of the opposition. Runs into trouble. Here comes Sunderland coming forward once again, this time on the far side. End-to-end action here. If you are just joining us, it is Manchester City 1, Sunderland 1. It was an early goal from Sunderland what broke the deadlock. It was a pretty nice goal, to be honest, and it was all Sunderland building the pressure, but a late challenge into the box brought down Raheem Sterling, and Manchester City was awarded a penalty just before the half-time whistle, and the game has swung a little bit towards Manchester City, but it was nicely taken by Panda Season, and it was 1-1. But as you can see here, here comes Manchester City on this near side, tries to find the pass of the striker. Here comes Manchester City after a mistake by the defender. Here comes Sunderland winning it back in possession. Now they've gone long, intercepted by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City coming forward in the centre. Intercepted now by Sunderland. Sunderland goes long. Won back by Manchester City. Now Manchester City building the pressure once again on this near side. Here comes Manchester City. Plays it forward. Intercepted by Sunderland. Here comes Sunderland up the other end now on this near side. playing the ball over the top, opening the space on this near side. Here comes Sunderland now. Can they put a ball into the box? Have done now. Dealt with by Manchester City. 15 minutes left. Still Manchester City 1, Sunderland 1. Ball over the top. Here comes the counter-attack from Manchester City. Kept in very nicely. Ball into the box. Back post. Shoots over the bar. And that attack comes to nothing but much better from Manchester City. 78 minutes gone. Still 1-1 in this game. Can Manchester City find a late winner in this? Here comes Manchester City over the top ball. Here comes City. Shoots. There's a goal. And Manchester City has come behind here and scored a second goal. Like so. Lovely work over the top. First time touch. Then a finish under the keeper into the bottom corner, and Manchester City are winning 2-1 here inside 81 minutes. Got final 9 minutes, and out of nowhere Sunderland has crumbled in the second half, giving away the penalty in that end of the first half. Turned the game for Sunderland because they were all over Manchester City before then, and now Sunderland has got all the work to do to try and come behind. And it's a free kick to Manchester City here. And they've just got to run down the clock. Final 5 minutes, as you can see, Manchester City are leading 2-1. I have no idea what just happened then. But it was an early goal from Sunderland. Were broken the deadlock in this game. But Manchester City, from the penalty spot, equalised just before half-time whistle. And in the dying moments of this game, managed to get a late winner so far, but can they hang on here? Sunderland hasn't given up yet. Here comes Sunderland on the edge of the box, still not fully cleared yet. Now Sunderland have lost it in possession, but won it back now. Here comes Sunderland coming forward, intercepted by Manchester City. Ball over the top. It's surely going to be another goal here. Here comes Manchester City into the box, shoots, saved by the keeper, and that attack comes to nothing. But they've won a corner here. That was 4-1 and still didn't score. Flicked on by Manchester City, shoots, deflected into the keeper's path, and that attack comes to nothing. But we are in the 90th minute here, and Sunderland throws it out, hasn't cleared the lines yet. Here comes Sunderland playing it out, risking it at the back, and Manchester City won a throw-in. Is it going to be all over? And yes, it is. Manchester City came from behind to win 2-1. I'm your match commentator. Thanks for joining, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that game. I'm giving White-Hat notifications, guys. Wow, love it, wow. Tomorrow, my scores, fair enough I go, fair enough. Right, so the X crew, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time. If not, hopefully this stream helped you out. Right, so let me just respond to this person, and it's not love it. I'm not responding to love it. Somebody else actually messaged me. Love it. Right, so but as you can see, a victory for Manchester City in that one. Like so. Well, let's go into our training session. Like so. No, it didn't work. Because I was reading the chat on YouTube and I messaged somebody else. Right, so, but hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. We've just done a training session and we're moving up to the next one. Shooting boots missing for Aguero. Was Victor also, but yeah, Manchester City. Like so, I'm not impressed with Aguero, and as you can see now, we're slowly still 3 points behind the leaders. But Manchester City doesn't want us players in this one, even though we played really well in this game. It's going to sim us against Middlesbrough. And yeah, maybe to rest us, because we did play quite a lot in that last game. But we're going to see how we get on. Hopefully we can get the 3 points. Right, so here we go. Players warming up, and it is 1-0. And Manchester City is closing the gap to the Premier League leaders of Chelsea. But as you can see, we did get knocked out of the League Cup. But we are in round 3 of the FA Cup, so we're still in the FA Cup, and hopefully we don't get knocked out in that, because we've been doing pretty bad, to be honest. Like so we need to do better in the cup. Hopefully our manager picks us. We are in round number 3, We are actually playing, which is very good. Looks like our winger has returned as well. Delph, that is good to hear. Like so. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this live stream. We are hitting a like button down below. Let's aim for 20 likes. As you see, we're moving on to the third round of the FA Cup. Manchester City versus Hull City. We already got knocked out in the League Cup here by West Ham in the quarterfinals. So we want to at least win one trophy, possibly two in this one. As you can see, we're just waiting for the game to start. Like so. So as you can see, we're going to slide and like so. Hi. Like so. Who's still here? I'm not sure. But as you can see, we're going to get into this action. I'm your match commentator today between Manchester City and Hull City here. Who's going to come out on top? Well, hopefully Manchester City. But Hull City looking to surprise Manchester City here. And hopefully, you know, do an upset like West Ham did in the League Cup. Because Manchester City has been struggling against the lower team. And we'll see how they get on in this one. Here comes Hull City now. Let's get right into the action. Not much has happened in the opening few minutes of this game. Hull City just playing it out at the back. And yeah, not much has happened. No chances just to yet. But yeah, Hull City just moving it. Just won a throw-in now in the Manchester City half. And yeah, here comes Hull City. Intercepted briefly by Manchester City, but given away in possession. But the attack comes to nothing as Manchester City pinched it back in possession. But given away again by Manchester City on this far side. Can Manchester City hang on here? Here comes Hull City on the edge of the box. Here into the box now. Can they put a cross on this far side? Hasn't crossed it yet. They've won a throw-in on this far side. Here comes Manchester City after pinching it on the throw-in, stretching the legs now. Here comes Manchester City, ball over the top. Looks like it's a 3-on-1 attack here. Here comes Manchester City, given away cheaply by Manchester City, and that attack comes to nothing. And that was poor from Manchester City, but they've got it back now in possession. Switches the play. Won back by Manchester City after Hull City clears. Playing it left to right, looking for some space into the box now. Here comes Manchester City, ball into the box, and they win a corner from this far side. Ball into the box now. Here comes Manchester City, putting the pressure on Hull City defence. Can they clear the line? And Manchester City's won a throw in here in a dangerous position. Won back by Manchester City, a little bit of deflection. Nicely done, flicked on there and straight into the Hull City defence, and that attack comes to nothing on this far side. Here comes Hull City playing it all the way back now into the centre. Here comes Hull City, one touch football given away cheaply, and Manchester City are back in possession. Here comes Manchester City trying to break down this Hull City defence, switches the play out wide, flicked on by Hull City. Here comes Hull City, this time on the far side, stretching the leg, wins a throw-in in the half. 22 minutes gone, still Manchester City 0, Hull City 0. Here comes Hull City coming forward in the centre, just approached Manchester City's half here, and here comes Hull City still in it in a dangerous position, moving it now very nicely on this far side. Back here we go, nice 1-2 football here from Hull City. Won back by Manchester City, but no, it was a foul in the back, and it's a free kick to the away team. Here comes Hull City, 33 yards out, shoots, and it was a good effort, just wide of the post, and that attack comes to nothing. Flicked on by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City, ball over the top, mistake by the defender. Here comes Panderseed, plays it through now. Can he find a shot? Plays it back, cleared by Hull City. Flicked on, no, mistake by the defender, and Hull City are in here. Here comes Hull City. Can they break the deadlock here? Shoots. Keeper makes himself big as possible, and it goes behind for a corner. Big chance for Hull City on the counter. Mistake by the defender, and it still hasn't cleared yet, and it's saved by the keeper, And Hull City just had two chances there and didn't take it. Will they later regret that? Who knows what will happen. But that's disappointed there from Hull City. Open, basically clean through. And then another big chance, but saved by the keeper and the woodwork. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again into the area now. Here comes Patterson, shoots. Goes behind for Manchester City corner. Corner comes in. Here comes Manchester City. Still hasn't cleared by Hull City. Shoots now. And it goes behind for another corner to Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Ball into the box. Cleared by Hull City. Here comes Hull City trying to counter once again. Hull City looking very promising on the counter. Mistake by the defender. Left Hull City in again. Here comes Hull City. Shoots. Saved by the keeper. Rebound. And Manchester City cleared the danger once again. But that's another big chance for Hull City. Here comes Manchester City. Lose it in possession on this near side. Can Manchester City pinch it now? Here comes Hull City. Coming forward down the centre. Slide tackle comes in. Intercepting briefly. Slide tackle comes in again. Didn't make contact. Here comes Hull City. Won back by Manchester City. Giving away in possession. Hull City looking like to get the opening goal in this one. Ball into the box. Big chance there at the end of the first half whistle. And Hull City missed the contact. And it goes behind for a goal kick. And as you can see now, Hull City looking like to score the opening goal right at the end of the first half whistle. Here comes Manchester City back in possession. Plays it over the top now to Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling stretches his legs on this far near side. Ball into the box. Cleared by Hull City. Flicked on by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City coming forward now into the box. And it's an injury right at the dying moments of that attack. And that attack comes to nothing. And that was a little bit shame because I was clean through there. Manchester City going into the half-time whistle. 0-0 to Hull City. Man City could have had a chance there. But the ref blew up. And yeah, basically gifted them not a chance. Like so. Here we go. So we're going to move on to the second half. I'm your match commentator in this FL Cup match between Hull City and Manchester City. Hull City and Manchester City. As you can see, currently at 0-0. Hull City has the best chance to break the deadlock here in this game. But we're underway now. Heads it. Is it going in? It's going in. It's cleared off the line. That's a massive chance for Manchester City in the opening half of the second half. We're getting right into this. And Manchester City, ball over the top. Keeper comes out. Panderson heads it over the keeper. But the defender just gets back on time and clears it off the line. Big chance for Manchester City. Hull City, lucky the defender got back on turn. And that attack comes to nothing. But that was a huge chance there from Manchester City there. Beats the keeper. And all what was left was the line. But the defender cleared it. But it doesn't matter, the deadlock has been broken. It was coming. Panderson was unfortunate he didn't break the deadlock. Just moments before as he beats the keeper to the ball, heads it over. But this time, ball over the top, runs into the area, holds off free play, tucks it into the back of the net. Manchester City are leading to Hull City 1-0 here, like so. But the deadlock has been broken and Hull City hasn't come out the blocks in the second half. And they are trailing 1-0 after a strong performance in the first half. Didn't take the chances, and it has repaid them to go in behind in this one. And as you can see here, Hull City has won a free kick in a dangerous position. 55 minutes gone. Manchester City leading 1-0 here. It's a free header straight at the keeper. Goes behind for a corner. Here comes Hull City building the pressure on Manchester City. Keeper comes, punches it. Still not fully cleared for Manchester City. Here comes Hull City. Ball comes in. Still not fully cleared yet. Still not cleared yet. Shoots wide of the post. And that attack comes to nothing. Much better from Hull City, finally getting a hold of this game. But is it a little bit too late, gifting away a goal and switching off on poor defending? Here comes Hull City trying to find a way back in this game between Manchester City, which was a deadlock goal by Panderson in the early half of the second half. Here comes Hull City coming forward again. If you just joined us in this game, 62 minutes gone, Manchester City leading 1-0. It was a goal by Panderson earlier in the second half, but Hull City trying to find a way back in this game. Here comes Manchester City, plays a through ball, found some space now on this near side, ball into the box, heads it behind for a corner. 65 minutes gone, Manchester City still winning 1-0 in a corner now. Keeper comes, carries it, and that attack comes to nothing but won back by Manchester City in a dangerous position, given away cheaply though by City. Here comes Hull City, won back briefly by Manchester City. Now Hull City back in possession on this near side, stretching the legs now. Here comes Hull City, won back briefly by Manchester City, but Hull City into the box, pulls it across the box, no one there, goes behind for a goal kick. 20 minutes left in this game, Manchester City still leading 1-0. They need a second to kill off this game for sure. Won back by Panderson. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again. Ball over the top. Takes a touch now into the box. Shoots. It's a goal. Game over. Manchester City 2-0. And surely that is it. Lovely work here. Nice little ding. Takes it past the defender. Tucks it past the keeper. 2-0. Manchester City. Hull City has no response in this. Manchester City turned up the engine in the second half, and now they're leading 2-0. Here comes Hull City from the kickoff. How they've responded. Ytry going behind 2-0. And not much has happened since that goal. Hull City just in possession, but they might have a chance now. Here comes Hull City, but no, giving away once again. And yeah, Manchester City tried to counter-attack, 3-on-1, didn't work out, should have done better there. But Hull City bringing men forward and trying to get at least one back, with given away cheaply by Manchester City. Here comes Hull City, ball into the box now, won back by Manchester City, flicked on nicely. Here comes Manchester City now, plays it forward, through ball now. Here comes Manchester City coming forward now, switches the play to this far side. All this space for Raheem Sterling, stretching his leg, ball into the box. Keeper comes, clears it by Hull City. Throw into Manchester City. Final 8 minutes left of this game. Still Manchester City 2, Hull City 0. Here comes Manchester City into the box now. Still hasn't cleared yet. Won it back in possession. Here comes Hull City on this far side. Here comes Manchester City, pinched it again from Hull City. End-to-end stuff here from Hull City. Can they find a way back in it? Is there going to be one last attack from Manchester City? Ball over the top. He was offside there, and it's still carrying on. Here comes Hull City down the centre. On this near side now. Can Hull City get one last attack? Pinched back by Manchester City. Through ball goes in. Now Manchester City stretching the leg on this far near side, plays it back. Here comes Manchester City building the pressure on the defender. Final few minutes of this game, they've gone long now. Found some space on this near side. Can Hull City get one back just before the dying end of this first half whistle? Keeper comes, collects it, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City switching the play on this far side, heads it back. Flicked on now. Here comes Hull City, but no, a little bit too late. Excellent half from Manchester City in the second half, and they have finished 2-0. Hull City have been knocked out. Like so. Well, yeah, welcome to stream, William. Let's so. Love It and William should do a duet. I think that should be very good. Like so. Nicholas says, yo, Jimbo found me in the shop. I'm referring to me as a barbecue. Well, sorry to hear that, Clash. Hopefully you're okay, dude. Hopefully you're okay. But as you can see, that's another great performance for us. As you can see, we're skipping the training session as we do. But as you can see now, we're moving up to third place, 3 points behind the leaders of Chelsea. It's annoyed me. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. But as you can see, we're moving on to against Arsenal. Let's see if the manager is going to pick us in this one. We've still got to play West Ham and Watford again. Like so. But we need to win this. And the manager hasn't picked me. The manager hasn't even picked me. Like so. Let's get a quick drink. But as you can see, Raheem Sterling scores for Manchester City. And that is a crucial win for us. Like so. I had to do an assessment from my last class day. Fair enough. Hopefully that went well. Hopefully your assignment went well. Like so. Hopefully it went well. Fingers crossed. But as you can see, we're just ranking up our player even more. Like so. We'll advance. Did we close on the leaders? No, Manchester City and now moved to second as Liverpool and Spurs made mistakes in that one. But as you can clearly see, Chelsea are leading the Premier League here, like so. But we're going to be moving on to Watford. We didn't do too well against Watford last time out, so we're looking for some redemption in this game. Hopefully the manager picks us because we need some redemption from the previous game. We have been picked. We have been picked for the team, like so. I have no idea who's Chelsea's against. Hopefully they lose. Like so. Bye Ytry and stream. Bye Class. I will be streaming Fortnite later as well, so make sure to tune in for that later tonight about 8 o'clock UK time. Here comes Manchester City, like so. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you never miss a live stream and a video. In 2018 videos will be coming, guys. I am trying to get some Fortnite videos for you guys, but I've been quite busy past few days to be honest, and obviously chilling quite late last night. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to be your match commentator today, Ytry-guys, in this one at the Etihad. Last time out between these two, Manchester City lost 2-0 to Watford here, and they surely would like some redemption in this game. And as you can see, an early start from Manchester City. Shoots, it's a goal. The deadlock has been broken, and Manchester City would love that start inside the opening 3 minutes here. Manchester City breaking the deadlock. All comes from Patterson. Plays it nicely done. Found the space on this near side. Shoots, back of the net. 1-0. Much better from Manchester City. And Manchester City are leading Watford. It's not the same scenario as last time these two teams clash, and Watford are going to have to do something to come behind in this one. But as you can see, Manchester City is giving away a corner to Watford, so this could be the chance they need. Ball goes in, keeper comes and punches it, and it's another corner to Watford inside the opening 6 minutes. Can Manchester City hang on? Normally in these situations they could go behind. Here comes Manchester City winning it now in possession, stretching the leg now on this near side, but it gets deflected and goes out from Manchester City throwing. Here comes Manchester City stretching the leg, cuts back now, plays it into the centre, defending nicely by Watford. Won another Manchester City throw-in here. Ball goes in. Quick throw-in now. Ball into the box now. Keeper comes and catches it. Still 1-0 to Manchester City. An early goal from Jesus Navas has broken the deadlock in this one. Here comes Manchester City. Throwing in their own half. Playing it now. Left to right. Into the centre they go. Switches it to this near side. Back to the centre. Here comes Manchester City. Switches it to the far side. Cuts inside. Plays it into the box. Mistake by the defender. And luckily for the defender, it comes back to him. And that attack comes to nothing. But Manchester City hasn't cleared Watford hasn't cleared the danger yet. Mistake by the defender. And this time, Manchester City couldn't capitalise. And that attack comes to nothing. But here comes Manchester City coming forward once again. left and right into the box. Now here comes Panda Season, turns, it almost beats the defender, and that attack comes to nothing. But much better from Manchester City here, looking like to get a second in this one, looking for some redemption in the early game. Here comes Watford playing it over the top now on this near side, stretching the legs, won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City playing it on this near side, stretching the legs, won a throw-in on this near side, plays it all the way back, quick throw-in goes in. Here comes Manchester City, tried to play a through out, didn't work out then. Here comes Watford, switching it into the centre, now to the far side. Here comes Watford, stretching the legs, giving away in possession, won back by Manchester City, pinched by Watford. Here comes Watford coming forward again. You are just joining us, 24 minutes gone. Manchester City broken the deadlock early in the half, which was a lovely play. And now here comes Manchester City again. It's been mostly Manchester City this game with all the chances. Still 1-0 Manchester City. Watford hasn't found a way back in this game yet. Here comes Watford though. They've got a good chance here, keeping the ball very nicely in the centre. Here comes Watford on this near side. Well defended by Manchester. No, he was too weak in the tackle. And now into the box, straight into the keeper's hand. And Manchester City clear the danger. And as you can see here, Watford won it back. Side 30 minutes inside Manchester half. Mistake by the defender. Is Watford going to counter attack and capitalise on the errors of Manchester City? And that's a big chance for Watford there. And it came out of nowhere. Mistake by the defender. And it landed to the striker there. All he had to do was find the back of the net. Hits the target. And it surely would have been 1-1. But Watford hits the post. And Manchester City clears the line. And that attack came to nothing. That's a big chance for Watford. And will they later regret that in the game? Who knows what will happen. But Watford, after that attack, building the pressure again onto Manchester City. This is what they did in the opening game from the start. And Manchester City couldn't get away in it. Couldn't break down the Watford team. Here comes Watford. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Plays it over the top now to Ytry-guys. Here comes Navas. Jesus. And it back, turns it back. Ball into the box. Saved by the keeper. 40 minutes gone. Still Manchester City leading to 1-0. But Watford is building the pressure on Manchester City. Ball goes long. Comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City over the top now with Panda Season. Cuts back. Plays it all the way back. And it is no free kick actually. The ref didn't give anything. Won the ball fairly. Here comes Watford. It's the last attack before the first half whistle. Here comes Watford coming forward now. Ball over the top on this far side. Here comes Watford coming forward now. Can Manchester City hang on before the half-time whistle? Shoots wide of the post, and that attack comes to nothing. And was that the last chance for Watford before the first half-time whistle? Flicked on by Manchester City. How long is left? The ref is looking at his watch, and that is it for the half-time whistle. And Manchester City starting off brightly, scoring the opening goal, but Watford building the pressure on the Manchester City defence. So far Manchester City has kept Watford at bay, but as you can see they are leading 1-0. Joe says nice commentary. Well, thank you Joe, I appreciate it, and welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome day in the live stream. When are you going to do the maze? The maze will be back on Friday about 8 o'clock UK time, like so. I'll sing one more song for fun on it. Fair enough, William, fair enough. Like so, the gaming white here do bother. But as you can see, we're going to get into this one right now. I'm your match commentator, Ytry-guys, in this one, in the second half between Manchester City and Watford in this. As you can clearly see, Manchester City are clearly leading 1-0 after an early goal by the Manchester City player. But as you can see, early on, at the end of that first half, Manchester City started to struggle, and Watford is finding some form back into this game. How's the second half unfolding in this one? Is Watford on top like the end of the first half, or is Manchester City back in dominant way? And as you can clearly see it's Manchester City at the moment building the pressure on Watford. and it's the same as the first half scenario. Watford can't slow to start this first half, giving away in possession once again. Here comes Manchester City, but intercepted by Watford, and that attack comes to nothing. But Watford still hasn't found some form yet in the second half, bit slow out the blocks, and Manchester City has pinched the ball on the halfway line once again. Plays it into the centre now, plays a through ball now to this far side. Here comes Manchester City, overhit there, and the defender defended, and that attack comes to nothing. But that's a decent ball by Watford, but Manchester City read it nicely and now playing the over top ball themselves. Here comes Manchester City winning it back in possession, flicked on very nicely. Here comes Manchester City, ball into the box. It's a goal. It is 2-0. Manchester City double the lead. It's a beautiful goal, this. Very worked out, very nicely. 1-2 with Pansy, crosses it in, full time volley, straight at the keeper, hits him, reflects off him into the back of the net. Manchester City are 2-0 up here, and surely Watford cannot come back in this, as they've been poor in both halves of the game. It's basically been two halves really, and so far. And at the start, Manchester City's been the better team, but Watford did build the pressure. Could have always been back in this game if they took the chances in the first half, but they didn't manage to check it, and it was a little bit slow to start in the first half. But how they've been going behind 2 goals to 0 here, how does Watford respond? And we're getting back into the action. As you can see, Watford, big chance there, but they missed the target. The final third today for Watford has not been there. It was there last time they played, but for this time it hasn't been there for the two teams. And as you can see now, Manchester City looking to come forward once again. Nicely done now, found some space, shoots, saved by the keeper, goes behind for a corner to Manchester City. Corner comes in, ball into the box. Is it the bar? How's that not gone in? It hits the bar on the line and bounces out there. That almost could have been 3-0. Goal line technology would be useful there, but the referee didn't give it. Looks like it didn't go in. And Manchester City could have been 3-0 up there. Out of nowhere, set piece, free header, hits the bar, and Manchester City, Watford was lucky for not going 3 goals behind. Here comes Watford on this far side. They've been quite poor this second half. They was quite good, poor in the opening first half, but played a lot better at the end of it. But they've been quite poor today, and Manchester City are coming forward once again, but intercepted by Watford. Here comes Watford on this far side, deciding to stretch his legs, give the defender a run. Can he put a ball into the box here? Hasn't done it yet. Here comes Watford, deflected briefly, but hasn't cleared, deflected again, goes behind for a corner. Final 15 minutes of this game. If you just joined us, it's 2-0 to Manchester City. An early goal from Manchester City in the first half, and an early goal in the second half. What separates these two teams, could have been 3-0 to Manchester City, could have been 2-1, it could have been anything if Watford broken early in the first half, but through ball comes in, comes to nothing. But Manchester City just been that a little bit better than Watford today, and probably deserved the 3 points so far. Here comes Manchester City. Hopefully they don't switch off in the final 10 minutes. Here comes Watford. Can they put a ball into the box? Won back by Manchester City only briefly. Here comes Watford. Won back by Manchester City again. It's a Watford throw-in though. It's still not cleared the danger yet. Here comes Watford. Is it one last attack? Ball into the box. Still hasn't cleared yet. Shoots. Corner for Manchester Watford. This is entertaining stuff. 8 minutes left in this game. Ball goes in. Once again, Watford not taking the chances. That's what this game has come to. Manchester City has taken more chances than Watford. Here comes Watford. Hasn't given up the fight yet. Here comes Watford. Into the box. Shoots. Strikes. It's a beautiful goal. And surely, Watford had a glimmer of chance there. Turned beautifully there, and Watford are back in this inside 86 minutes. They're going to be nervous for Manchester City. Final few minutes of this game. It's Manchester City 2, Watford 1, and as you can see, out of nowhere, beautiful strike has given Manchester City a load of pressure now after pretty much dominating the game for the majority of this game, but switching off at the back has cost them a big chance here and give Watford a big chance of success. The final few minutes of this game. Watford last attack surely on this near side. Here comes Watford. Is it one last attack from Watford? Here comes Watford. Hasn't cleared fully by Manchester City. Ball into the box. Cleared by Manchester City. Hasn't cleared fully though. Here comes Watford. Can Manchester City clear the lines? They have done. Managed to hang on. It finished a lot closer than Manchester City wanted. Manchester City win 2 goals to 1. Like so, but that was a lot closer than it should have been. Like so. Charlotte, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having an awesome time in the live stream. Yeah, this is a kid-friendly channel. Please don't swear on that in the chat. Right, so I'm still shaking with fear. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully you're okay. The game with Ytry, but what an end to that game that was. What an end. I'm having some issues with work, but it'll be okay. Well, if you ever want to talk to me about it, Charlotte, I am here for you, by the way. I am here for you. But GG, guys. GG. Like so. Well, as you can see, we're going to do a training session, like so. Charlotte, if you want to time them out, you can time them out. You've given plenty of warnings. We don't send negativity in this chat. Like so. But as you can see, we just done a training session like so. Just ignore them, guys. Ignore the hate. And they're just saying it because they're jealous. But as you can see, we're getting ready for round number 4 of the FA Cup against Bournemouth. That's all. Yeah, hopefully you're okay. The game in Ytry. Right, so but we're getting ready for our next game. Round number 4 of the FA Cup. Can we come out on victory? We'll have to wait and see. The manager's picked us. Was impressed last time out after our 2-1 victory. So we've got to keep showing him the form we are in. But as you can see, we're getting ready for another game. We've got about half an hour left of this stream before we'll take a 2-hour break, and then we'll be back live tonight about 8 o'clock UK time. So hopefully everyone is having an awesome day. If not, hopefully this live stream helps them out. And yeah, if you guys want to come talk to me, all my social media is down below in the description. Ball comes in. Let's just practice some crosses. Like so, ball comes in. I'm quite poor at crosses, to be honest. I've just realised. Just by doing some practices, I'm quite poor, it seems. Like so. Oh, there we go. That's a chance. There we go. We scored one. She was asking you, Game Ytry. She was asking you, because you said yeah. Like so, but we're underway in this game. I'm your match commentator today. Ytry guys in this one between Manchester City and Bournemouth in the FA Cup 4th round. Who's going to come out in victory? Last time out, Manchester City won 2 goals to 0 to Hull City in the FA Cup 3rd round. How are they going to get on against the Bournemouth team? And we'll have to wait and see. And can Bournemouth upset Manchester City? And the deadlock has been broken. And it's a mistake by Manchester City. Has cost them the lead in this game as well. As you can see, it is 1-0 to Bournemouth. What a start for Bournemouth here. Breaking the deadlock against Manchester City. Manchester City a little bit slow to start. And they are trailing 1-0. And as you can see, crosses in now. Ball into the box. Hasn't cleared fully yet. Here comes Manchester City. Trying to find a through ball. Into the box now. Manchester City shoots. Goes behind for a corner. Corner comes in from Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Heads it now into the keeper's path. Well, much better from Manchester City inside the opening 8 minutes. After trailing 1-0 to Bournemouth. If you just joined us in this game, and Manchester City is already 1-0, been nailed down here in this game, but they're building the pressure on the opposition. Ball into the box. It's a free header. The flag stayed down, and it's an equaliser. And Manchester City are back in level terms here. As you can see, quick throwing comes in, ball comes in, question of offside, free header. into the back of net, and Manchester City are back on level terms after going behind in the opening few minutes of the game. Their lead lasted 8 seconds, and as you can see now, Manchester City are all over Bournemouth now, building the pressure. That's another mistake by the defender. Here comes Manchester City into the box now, saved by the keeper, cleared by Bournemouth. Here comes Bournemouth, mistake again by Bournemouth. Here comes Manchester City, nope, and Bournemouth got the ball and clear out for throwing, but Bournemouth is shaking at the back. The defence is all over the place. What has happened to Bournemouth? Here comes Manchester City coming forward. That's a good tackle. Still got it in a dangerous position. Here comes Pansy, shoots now, saved by the keeper. Goal is behind for the corner. What has happened to Bournemouth? And started off beautifully, but Manchester City building the pressure now. Here comes Manchester City, intercepted by Manchester City now, onto the box, into the edge of the box now, still hasn't fully cleared by Bournemouth, won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City on the edge of the box, intercepted by Bournemouth. Now Bournemouth looking to counter-attack. Poor defending so far from Bournemouth, but Manchester City looking to get a second as they come forward once again, this time won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City, wins a free kick just in their own half. Quick free kick goes in. Here comes Manchester City. Switches the play now. No, they don't. They got intercepted. Here comes Bournemouth. Slide tackle comes in. Missed tackle. Here comes Bournemouth now. Up the other end. Here comes Bournemouth into the box. Shoots. Saved by the keeper. Goes behind for the corner. This is much better from Bournemouth. Building the pressure onto the Manchester City defence. Ball goes in. Cleared by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City on the counter-attack, stretching the leg on this side into the middle now, playing it now, switching it again, hits the run of Panderson, and that attack comes to nothing, and Bournemouth are back in possession on this far side. Through ball goes in, stretching the opposition defence. Can they put a ball into the box here? Still 1-1 if you just joined us. Manchester City was trailing 1-0 in the opening few minutes, but a quick goal from Zane has put Manchester City back in level terms, and it's end-to-end stuff here in this game. Both defence is a little bit shaky in this one. As you can see, a mistake by Panderson. Here comes Bournemouth coming forward once again, given away by Manchester City. Slide tackle comes in. Here comes Bournemouth on this far side, stretching the leg. Can they put a ball into the box now? Haven't done it yet. Giving away cheaply in possession. Here comes Manchester City, ball over the top, won back by Bournemouth. Here comes Bournemouth, final few minutes in this game, 36 minutes gone, still 1-1 in this one. Here comes Manchester City on the counter-attack with Zayn, plays a through ball now to Panderson, takes a touch out of his feet into the box now, shoots, he's been brought down, but he's not being given a penalty. That's a big call by the referee there. Player went down, but the referee didn't give anything for it, and that attack comes to nothing. But I'm surely thinking that was a penalty there, but the referee didn't give it, and that attack comes to nothing. But as you can see now, Manchester City building the pressure again, didn't get the penalty just then. Here comes Manchester City, ball into the box, back post header, over the bar, and it goes behind for a goal kick. With Manchester City still building the pressure on Bournemouth. Here comes Bournemouth, playing it out from the back. Goes long now on this near side. Can they go long again? Here comes Bournemouth, plays it over the top. In a dangerous position, won back by Manchester City. Anything going to happen in the last few minutes of the first half here? Here comes Manchester City, switches the play. Intercepted by Bournemouth. Here comes Bournemouth, playing it out from the back. Manchester City's building the pressure on Bournemouth. Here comes Bournemouth. Moving it left, right, surely that's going to be it for the first half-time whistle here. Here comes Bournemouth, playing it now left and right. And that is it for the half-time whistle. Bournemouth 1, Manchester City 1. We're going to take a short interval break, and then we're going to get right back into the second half. But guys, not going to lie, I thought that was a penalty, to be honest. I honestly thought that penalty got brought down like so. No worries, Jaden. Take as long as you need. Draft is in the chat as well. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome. Hey, Ytry, sorry for what I did last night. I just got set. I'm okay now. I sometimes say mean things, but I don't mean it. It doesn't matter, Ninja. It's no hard feelings, dude. And we're messing around, having some fun. And yeah, it's in the heat at the moment. Don't worry about it, dude. No hard feelings, okay? Like so. I'm glad you're doing good though. Like so. But I can say I thought that was a penalty, but the referee didn't give it. We've got to get our head down. Let's get back into the FA Cup 4th round. I'm your match commentator today, Ytry-guys. In this one, we're going to get underway in the second half. You need to get filled up with to speed. It is Manchester City 1, Bournemouth 1. Bournemouth's broken the deadlock early in the first half, dead early on. But Manchester City strikes back after 8 minutes for Bournemouth leading. And it is 1-1. Manchester City could have been given a penalty, but got denied. And that is pretty much Manchester City building pressure. Bournemouth has been having a few attacks too, but mainly Manchester City looking like the team to go in to win this game in my eye. And as you can see, here comes Manchester City into the box. Blocked. Still hasn't cleared fully yet. Here comes Bournemouth. Now they've gone long. Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Playing it forward now. Here comes Bournemouth. Playing it out from the back. Can they clear the lines? Won back by Manchester City, but straight into the path of Bournemouth on this far side. Won back by Manchester City, but it's a advantage played. Here comes Bournemouth on this near side. Stretching the leg now on the defender. Won back by Manchester City. Plays it long now. Here comes Manchester City. Cuts back. Into the centre they go. Switches it now to this near far side. Back to this near centre. Back to this near side. Switching it from left to right. Here comes Manchester City on the back foot. And they've won a corner. But much better start from Manchester City. Bournemouth did this early in the first half. And they got a goal. It's still not cleared fully yet. Ball back into the box. Cleared by Bournemouth. Here comes Manchester City once again. Slide tackle comes in. Plays it forward. Ball into the box now. Still hasn't cleared yet. Cleared the lines once again by Bournemouth. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again. Plays it all the way back. Given away by Panda Season. Here comes Bournemouth coming forward. Slide tackle comes in. And that was a good challenge. And here comes Manchester City coming forward once again into the centre now. Here comes Manchester City. Switched it to the far side. Ball into the box. And they've won another free kick here in a dangerous position here. And we're going to take it with Panda Season. We've not took one yet with him for a while. So let's see how he gets on in this one. Steps up now. And it was a good effort. But it curled too much and that attack comes on. I've never been too good at free kicks in this one. But as you can see, played out from the back. But Manchester City is building the pressure on Bournemouth. Here comes Manchester City coming forward once again. Tackled by Bournemouth. Here comes Bournemouth on the counter-attack. Down the side, switching it now to this far side. Here comes Bournemouth, stretching the leg. Can they counter-attack Manchester City? They had a shot over the bar, and it is gone behind for a goal kick. If you just joined us in this game, it's Manchester City 1, Bournemouth 1. Manchester City is building the pressure, but Bournemouth is counter-attacking left, right, and centre. Who's going to come out on top? It was early goal from Bournemouth, what gave Bournemouth the chance of leading this game. But as you can see, Manchester City levelled not long after. But as you can see, loads of space on this far side. Here comes Manchester City, stretching the legs now. Cuts back now into the box, plays it in. Mistake by the defender once again. Here comes Manchester City. Keeps it in, and he doesn't do that, and it's a throw-in to Bournemouth. Won back by Manchester City only briefly. I was a little bit disappointed there, but a through ball in now. Here comes Manchester City. Shoots. It's a goal. Manchester City in front for the first time this afternoon. And Manchester City, mistake by the defender, punished the Bournemouth defence. And it is Bournemouth 1, Manchester City 2 with 10 minutes to go in this game. So as you can see here, Manchester City is leading now after trailing 1-0. And now they are in front, and Bournemouth has won a corner yet. They haven't given up yet after taking the early goal. They have looked very strong on the counter-attack. Manchester City defence doesn't look the best, to be honest, giving it away too cheaply at times. But won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City up the other end. It's a 2v1. Switches the play now. Here comes Manchester City. Nicely done. 1-2 football. Open them up now on this far side. Shoots. Goes behind for a corner. 7 minutes left. Quick corner comes in from Manchester City. Ball into the box towards the back post. Still not fully cleared yet. Headed it back. Hits the bar. Big chance from Manchester City there. He heads it back on the turn. Full volley. Hits the under the bar. And that attack comes to nothing. And now Bournemouth looking to counter-attack up the other end. But that attack comes to nothing. But coming back to that attack, Manchester City could have put this game to bed. And now they might pay for it. Here comes Bournemouth. He shoots. He puts it wide. That's unbelievable. Ball comes across. All the time in the world. 2 against 1. Heads it. First time finish. All he has to do is hit the target to find the back of the net. And Bournemouth has put it wide, and Manchester City survive a late scare in this one. And here comes Bournemouth once again. Can Manchester City hang on? They didn't do it against West Ham and it cost them in the game. But as you can see now, Manchester City 2 against 2. Here comes Manchester City now into the box. Plays it across goal, shoots, and it's a goal. And Manchester City has put this game to bed for sure now. Bournemouth had a huge chance up the other end. 3 against 1. Plays it across. There it is at the back post. Shoots into the back of net. Manchester City 3. Bournemouth 1. And in the end, Bournemouth didn't manage to upset Manchester City in this game. And that is it for that game. It did finish Manchester City 3. And Bournemouth 1. Right, so, but what a game that was. Right, so. I think I just fair enough, Jaden. Right, so this hello, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having an awesome time in this live stream. We are coming to an end very soon in this stream, but don't worry, we will be live later tonight. Right, so let's just respond to that message. Well, yeah, welcome back to the stream. I'm going to get a drink. I need to having a drink because I'm out of breath. Like so. There we go. Right, so let me put my lid back on. There we go. So we're going to do another training session. Right, so that was a good game. That was a good game. Right, so we're going to simulate some training. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good day. If not, hopefully this stream helps you out. If you do enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure to come back in the next one. But as you can see, we're going to move on to the next game. And it looks like we're going into the transfer window. Because as you can see there, by the time it is transfer window open. And as you can see, we're still 3 points behind Chelsea here. So we've got some work to do. But we have been picked for West Ham. I'll probably do 2 more games or something and then end it. Alright, so pen down on this tape. But as you can see, these guys knocked us out in the quarterfinals, scoring in the last few minutes of the first half, edge of the second half. Both time they came behind, so I need to be careful with my defending. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. We are being picked. We've got to keep showing the manager proud. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Right, so I'm really bad at penalties. But yeah, we're going to get into this action today. I'm going to be your match commentator today. Ytry-guys in this one between Manchester City and West Ham at the London Stadium here. Who's going to win? Let's get right into the action. Last time out, Bournemouth gave a good fight to Manchester City, but Manchester City managed to hang on and win 3-1. But how they're going to respond in this one? Can they keep a clean sheet? I haven't kept a clean sheet in a while, and they're quite slow to get going in the opening few minutes of the first half. But as you can see now, here comes West Ham. But it goes into the keeper's path, and that attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City. Switches the play. Look at all this space on this far side. Into the box now. And defended very nicely by West Ham, and that attack comes to nothing. Can West Ham do an upset in this game? Here comes West Ham playing it to the centre. Back out to this near side. Here comes West Ham on this near side now, stretching their leg of the opposition. Comes across, wins the ball, and it's a throw-in to West Ham. plays it all the way back. Here comes West Ham, deflected in the air, won back by Manchester City, flicked on. Here comes Manchester City coming forward, switches the play, given away in possession. Here comes West Ham. Not much has happened in this game except for West Ham just building the pressure on the Manchester City's defence. Manchester City clear the line but giving away cheaply again. Can West Ham capitalise on this attack? Won back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City on this near side, plays it back, nicely done, into the centre. Now they go, one back, through ball in, hasn't cleared fully yet. Now they've cleared, one back by Manchester City, flicked back into the Manchester City half, into the opposition half, into the centre now, out to this near side, back into the centre they go, through ball goes in, nicely done, found some space, but he's offside, and that attack comes to nothing. But much better for Manchester City, moving it nicely, breaking down the defence, but this player couldn't hold his run too soon. One back by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City, switching the play, given away by Panda Season. Here comes West Ham up the other end on this near side, runs out of play, and now West Ham is back in possession with a throw-in. Here comes West Ham in the centre, switched it to this near side, pinched by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City, but out strength in the centre. Here comes West Ham. Advantage played for West Ham. Won back by Manchester City. Plays it back to the keeper. Goes long now. Won back in possession by West Ham. West Ham looking like the team they're going to score. Building the pressure on the Manchester City defence. Switches the play now. Here comes Manchester City. Switches it into the centre. Given away cheaply by Manchester City time and time again. Here comes West Ham. Coming forward on this far side. I think they're going to switch it any minute now. Plays it into the centre. Here comes West Ham in the centre. Coming to this near side. Back towards the centre. Slide tackle comes in. Misses it. Now to this near side. Can they put the ball into the box? Here comes Manchester City after winning it in possession. Only briefly though. Giving away back in possession. Can West Ham put this into the box? Mistake. And they've won a corner here, West Ham. From the opposition inside 30 minutes. Not much has really happened in this game, but Manchester City are on the back foot as West Ham just building the pressure of Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City coming forward now, playing it forward like so, playing it all the way back. Here comes Manchester City, ball over the top now to Nasri. Here comes Nasri putting the pressure on the West Ham's team. And they've won a throw-in here in a dangerous position. Like so. One back. Quick throwing in. Ball into the box now. And West Ham clear the danger. And that attack comes to nothing. Here comes West Ham coming up the other end. But that's a great challenge from Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City. Through ball in. One back. Plays it back to the keeper. Clears the lines now. Here comes Manchester City after winning it back in possession on this near side. Nicely done. Through ball in. Here comes Manchester City into the box. Turns now. Still hasn't cleared yet. Mistake by the defender. Into the box. Ball into the cross. Cleared. Keeper collects it. And that attack comes to nothing. That's a big chance for Manchester City. But they didn't take the opportunity. Here comes West Ham coming forward. Once again giving away in possession. Here comes Manchester City building the pressure on West Ham. Goes forward once again. 1-2, nicely done into the box, and it was offside in that one. Final few minutes of the first half. Is there yet going to be a late twist in this game? Ball goes long. Manchester City wins it back in possession. Here comes Manchester City coming forward on this near side. Plays it back into the centre, back to this far side. Didn't work out then. Intercepted very nicely. Here comes West Ham out the back. Mistake by the defender. Into the box now. Ball goes in. Deflected. It's cleared by West Ham. Here comes West Ham. Playing it out at the back. Is this the last one tap? Well, I think it's all over on this half-time whistle. And it's going into the interval break. 0-0 in this game. So as you can see, it's 0-0 at the moment in this one. Like so. Yes, you did. But welcome back to the stream, love it. Welcome back to the stream. But as you can see, We're going to get underway in this second half. I'm your match commentator in this one. Not much has really happened in this game. Manchester City 0, West Ham 0. Both teams have not been great in the final third so far. West Ham been building the pressure. Manchester City's been recently getting back in it, but the final third has been poor from the opposition. But this is a big chance for West Ham on the counter-attack, stretching the leg on this near side. Can they put a ball into the box? No, they can't. Dealt with by Manchester City, and that attack comes nothing. We're giving away cheaply. Here comes West Ham. Playing it now on this near side, into the centre now, into the box, shoots. Saved by the keeper. That attack comes to nothing. Here comes Manchester City, stretching the leg, plays it into the centre. Nicely done. Found some space here on this far side, into the box. Defended well by West Ham. Once again, Manchester City's opportunity was taken. Here comes Manchester City. After trying to pinch it, in possession once again. Ball over the top. Won back by West Ham as it was overhit. Here comes West Ham playing it from this near side all the way back. Manchester City's building pressure, trying to make an error from West Ham defence. They've gone long now. Here comes West Ham on this far side. They tried to stretch the legs. Can they get the ball into the box? Hasn't done it yet. And they've won a throw-in on this far side so far. Here comes West Ham trying to put a ball into the box. Turns to the defender. Can he put a ball into the box now? Hasn't done it yet. Here comes West Ham on this far side, turning left and right, pinched by Manchester City. Through ball goes in, intercepted by West Ham. Bit overhit, to be honest. Here comes West Ham down the centre, now to this far side. Here comes West Ham coming forward once again, down the centre, moving it now left to right. Hits the defender, clears the line, but only good enough to a West Ham player. Won back by Manchester City, only briefly though, into the box. Here comes West Ham, shoots. The deadlock has been broken, and Manchester City are gone behind once again here. And West Ham broken the deadlock, punished the mistakes from the defender, and it is 1-0 to West Ham here. And Manchester City's got it all to do here in this half. And as you can see here, West Ham coming forward once again. How is Manchester City's responded from going behind? As you can see, not very well. Manchester City are all over the place. Here comes Manchester City though on the counter, into the box now. Takes a shot, saved by the keeper, cleared the lines, and that attack comes to nothing. But Manchester City is trying to find a way back on terms in this one. Plays it forward, intercepted by Manchester City, giving away cheaply once again. Here comes West Ham on this far side now. Can they find a way forward? Cuts inside. Here comes West Ham, stretching their legs. Won back by Manchester City. Can they keep it in? No, they can't. It's a throw-in to West Ham. Final 15 minutes in this game. Nicely done. Can they put a ball into the box here? Have done now. Keeper comes, catches it. Ball goes out long. Won back by West Ham. Here comes West Ham coming forward on this near side. Intercepted by Manchester City. Here comes Manchester City coming forward now. Plays a through ball. Intercepted by West Ham. Here comes West Ham stretching the leg. Once again intercepted by Manchester City. Given away cheaply by Manchester City. And here comes Manchester City on the back foot. West Ham into the box. Slide tackle comes in. And it goes behind for a corner. Final 10 minutes in this game. West Ham is pushing for a second. Ball into the box. And it's a mistake by the defender. And it's another corner. Can West Ham capitalise on the errors of Manchester City? Ball into the box. Won back briefly by Manchester City. Still not cleared yet. Here comes Manchester City on the back foot. Won back by the keeper. Throwing goes out. Quick throw in here. Won back by West Ham. Here comes West Ham coming forward once again. Can they put a ball into the box? No, they can't. Not at this moment. Hasn't cleared the danger yet. Here comes West Ham. On the edge of the area now, shoots straight to the keeper. Final 5 minutes in this game. Quick throwing out, giving away cheaply again. Here comes West Ham coming forward again on this far side. Shoots straight at the keeper. Rolled out And luckily, Manchester City cleared the lines this time. And here comes Manchester City, ball over the top. Here comes Manchester City trying to build the pressure. Final few minutes of this game, is it yet going to be a late twist, or can West Ham hold on? Playing it all the way back now. Here comes Manchester City building the pressure now. Plays it all the way to the keeper. Can they clear? They cleared the lines now. Stoppage time now. Manchester City, have they got one last attack in them? We've got to get the ball yet. Here we go. Manchester City, last attack for them. Moving it now very nicely. Plays a through ball. Here comes Manchester City. Plays a through ball now into the box. Has it cleared by West Ham, and I think that's going to be it. I think Manchester City is going to lose 1-0 here. Like so. And they have, the final whistle has gone, and Manchester City has lost 1-0 to West Ham again. Like so, GG. But what we're going to do, that it was the last game actually. We're going to wait till transfer day, see what happens, and see if we get any offers. But ideally, we're going to stay. Like so, we should stay. Ash, welcome to the stream. Hope you have an awesome day. Like so, I need to talk to you after the stream anyway, Ash. Just chill. As you see, counting the hours down for the end of transfer day. We didn't win our final game. It's been a difficult game, like so. But yeah, like so. And the person who's still covered in faith, I'm saying, don't worry about it. But as you can see, looks like no one's made an offer for us, so that's good. Looks like we'll be staying at Manchester City, like so. But if you are free, Ash, in like 10 minutes, you can call me if you want, and we can catch up. But we're just waiting. The time runs out in transfer day before the end of this, and then tomorrow we'll be back on this, trying to close on the Premier League. But as you can see, 2 hours left, and there's been an offer. And today they have accepted a bid from Spurs, but you know what? I promised at the start of the season I'm going to have one decent season with Manchester City. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reject that offer. Even though we could try and get top four with Tottenham or Champions League and all that, I'd rather stay at Manchester City. I want to finish off a season with them. Like so, there's been a lot of money spent, but we want to be loyal to our club for a change. Like so, this is the first time we've actually stayed at a club. But as you can see, transfer day is over. We are currently in second place, 6 points behind the leaders. Make sure to tune in next time in tomorrow's stream. Can we close the gap to the leaders? Make sure to stay around. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this live stream. I'm going to be ending this one here. We'll be live in about 2 hours from now. Going to be playing some Fortnite tonight, so hopefully you guys can come and join in that stream. I want to thank everyone who joined the stream. You guys are amazing. Make sure to hit that like button down below. Thanks for everyone who joined. This is Ytry, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye everyone. Bye.